Hey everybody, and guess what time it is? It's cash envelope stuffing. Cash envelope stuffing. Okay, I've had way too much energy today, too much tea, but we are doing our cash envelope stuffing. I have all of our cash, which is like all discombobulated a little bit. Look, it's all over the place. But anyways, we are going to fill out our paycheck breakdown page first so we know where this money is going and how we are breaking it down. So let's go ahead and jump right on into this. So this is for us being a month ahead. We are using all of the money that we get here in September, using it for our bills and expenses in October, but our savings, sinking funds, and debts are kind of up to date as the month goes. All right, so James's income for this week was $18.43. For me, I didn't have anything yet, and we didn't have anything cashed out. So that's a total of $18.43. All right, so first up, we got groceries, which is going to get $160 again. We have the Mazda and rent, which both get $150. We have Power and Allstate, both get $50. Then we have gas, which is getting $40. And AT&T, I need to change. No, okay. So I had to change this to the correct numbers this week. In order to do that, I had took this number and subtracted this and then divided by 3 for how many more paychecks we had. So we have to add $50 to the AT&T phone bill. For water, we are adding $20. For charter, we're adding $20. For student loans, we are adding $15. For pest control, we are adding $10. For spending, we are adding $25. Miscellaneous is $15, sorry. Cushion, we only left $10 this week just because we want to make sure we had some in everything. For savings, this week we are adding $5. And then sinking funds is $20, as well as our debt, because what was left we divide between the two. And that's what goes towards our debt. And this number equals $810. Woo woo. Let's go ahead and slide this over to the side, out of the way. And we're going to pull out our cash here. So we have the hundreds. Let's just set these up. We have our 50s, our 20s that are pretty nice together. All right. There we go. We have our 10s, another 50. You would think a bank would have all these facing the same way, but they didn't today. All right, so let's see how that looks. So we're gonna go ahead and start with our expenses and bills over here first. So first up, we have our groceries, and that is $160. So we have 1, 20, 40, 60 that we're adding to what we put in here last week, which was $160. So now our total is 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20. So we have our 320 there. All right, next up we got the Mazda, and Mazda gets $150. So 1 and 50. We're gonna add it in here. So now for the Mazda, we have 1, 2, 50, 3, 20, 30. So we have 330 that we're gonna pay the beginning of the week, maybe Monday or Tuesday, we'll pay on that. Perfect. And we'll add the debt to it later. For rent, $150 as well. So 1 and 50. Oh, fix that way. And these are also the sets. These are also my envelopes. If y'all want these, they are listed in the shop. There are all the different sets and designs that I have listed. So if you want to check out my Etsy shop, I will have it linked down below. All right, so for rent, we now have 1, 2, 50, 300. Woo woo, 300, yeah. All right, next up we have Power. Power is getting 50 bucks. All right, and we're adding it to 50, so that gives us 100. All right, there's Power. Allstate, we had 50, and we're adding 50, which gives us also 100. All right. We have gas. Gas gets 40, so 20, 40. Adding it to the 40 from last week, so it should have 20, 40, 60, 80. Fabulous. Looking good. So we have AT&T, and it's getting a 50. So now we have 50, 70, 85 for our phone bill. All right. Next up, we have water. Water gets 20, and it had 20 last week. So now we have 40. 40, 40, 40. Next up, charter. We have 20 we need to add to the 20, which is 40. 40, 40. All right, next, student loans. We are adding $15 to student loans. 15. And we had 15 in here. So now that gives us 10, 20, 25, and $30 for student loans. Right now we have no interest being accrued on student loans, and technically I don't have to make any payments, but I am still making my minimal monthly payment plus any extra that I can throw towards it as well, just so I feel like it's going down, and it has. I'm very excited for student loans going down, but our main object, or our main goal right now, is to focus on my car and getting it paid off, so we have that extra money to throw towards our other debts, because they're smaller amounts and they're not needing much attention right now anyways. So our car is our focus, and we're gonna get it, you know. I'm so excited. So there's student loans. Next up, pest control, $10. Y'all, I will never live without pest control. So now we have 20. All right, pest control. For spending for me and James, it's 25. So 25. So whatever we end up with at the end of the month, as I'll say before, me and him split it. And that's what we have. If we end up with $75, we'll split it, and we'll have, what, 30, 35, whatever it is. Like, we just go with what we have, and we'll just manage to not spend it all the beginning of the month or whatever. But that's how we do it. So it's 20, 40, 45, and 50. Any more than like $50 a month is just too much for us, because we're not used to spending, really. Next up, we have miscellaneous, and it gets 15. And our miscellaneous past few months haven't really been used, so it's not too bad, but it's there in case anything comes up, which is a good thing. So, but we now have 10, 20, 25, and $30 in miscellaneous. And at the end of the month, I will switch out the smaller bills here for a larger bill. Being a $50 bill, make it a little bit harder for me to be tempted to spend it. That is key. All right, so next up, we have savings. Savings gets a 5 this time. So now we have 7 for spending. All right. And then our last one is debt. And since I only have a 20, we're all going to put it in Mazda and give us a total of 1, 2, 53, 20, 40, 50. So that's $350 going towards our car payment this time around. I'm very excited. This will get paid and make our car payment not due until December, January. I don't know. I'll have to double check. But I'm super excited. It's going down, 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 down. All right. So that is all of our bills and expenses. We are a month ahead. So if you want to know what is going on through September, do check out our weekly check-in. I do updates on how much we spend in groceries a week, gas, what we're spending throughout the month. And that video there, when our bills are paid, when they come out, how much they were, all in our weekly check-ins. So do check those out if you want to know any of those details. But that is all of our bills and expenses. Now we are going to go ahead and pull out our sinking funds. If you don't know what sinking funds are, they're just mini little savings accounts. And I just keep mine in cash at home. And they could be anything, like we have anniversary, birthdays, car maintenance, car tags, Christmas, dance, gifts, medical, and school. It could be whatever you need it to be. And they're just miniature savings accounts is what I look at them as. So that is what we have. All right. So this week we only have 4 that we are stuffing. So we are going to show love to the 2 we didn't show love to last week, which was holiday and medical. So that means we have 2 to throw towards, I think, birthdays and Christmas, because those are like our top things right now, is birthday and Christmas, because they are right around the corner. So, and this here I'm just tracking to make it a little easier. So birthdays, my son is coming up real soon and want to make sure we have plenty in there, then mine and then my husband. So still quite a few birthdays for this year. So for now, for birthdays, we now have 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So we have 325 for birthdays. All right. And then we're doing Christmas. So Christmas right here. We're going to add 5. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. So that's 500. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So $507 for Christmas. And in my previous video, I did state that we've already gotten most of the kids' things for Christmas. Next up that we are stuffing will be holiday. Holiday. There we go. All right. So we're adding 5 to holiday. So now we have 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65. So the holiday that this will get used on first will be Halloween. We'll get the kids' costumes. My daughter already has one because she got it for her birthday and she wants to wear it for Halloween. So only thing we'll need is the boys something to wear, and that's about it because we don't usually dress up. So, but holiday. And then 5 for medical. So now we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, and $50 in our medical, which is fabulous. So if anything needs to get paid, like a copay if we get to the doctor, if we need any medicines, over-the-counter medicines, any prescriptions, which is not often. My family doesn't usually get sick too often, but when we do, like the boys are teething right now, they have, one has 3 teeth coming in and the other one has 2. So we've been buying some Tylenol and Motrin for them for when they don't feel it well. So it'll come from here. We haven't had to buy any yet, but we are almost out. Poor babies. They went to the dentist and found out they had teeth coming in. Poor things. So we are looking good. We have 27 in here. We're going to get there. We're going to try to get there. But that is all of our categories that we are stuffing. We have stuffed all of our sinking funds for the week. Hopefully next week we will be able to stuff all of our sinking funds. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see if we do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We might. We'll see how it goes. But this is all of our sinking funds that we work on throughout the, well, these are the ones that we have right now. Eventually we'll have a little bit more when we have actual money, more money to throw towards some of these, but this is all we need right now. Because when I started at the beginning of the year, I had a huge list of sinking funds, and as the months go on, you just kind of figure out that you don't really need those. You're not using those. Only certain time of the year that you need them. So it's like you use what you need when you need it. Right? Right. Okay. So we have all of our bills and expenses stuff. We have our sinking funds stuffed. We are ready to go on with the next week. All of our paycheck breakdown is done. Let's see. Our paycheck breakdown here is complete. It's really exciting seeing how much we throw towards each of our sinking funds and debts down here at the bottom, and variations of what his pay is. It was a little less this week just because we had to increase AT&T up here, which is perfectly fine because I kind of made a mistake last week and had already done all the math to figure out what we needed in all these categories. So I just adjusted it for this week, and you just have to play with your budget to adjust it to what fits you and how you can manage it. But y'all do stay tuned for those, and I can't wait to catch y'all in my next video. Bye bye now.